What's up guys, Doomwake here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy Standard video on the channel. And I got a very special one for you today, for you big red lovers out there. Big red, not the chewing gum, the Magic the Gathering deck. Big red. And the big red archetype, or I guess, is it even still an archetype? When's the last? Yeah, anyways. This sort of style of deck did gain a couple of new cards from Final Fantasy, so I figured let's go ahead and give it a shot, because what's the worst that could happen? We go 0-7 and delete the deck? Well, you can clearly see that I didn't delete the deck, so there's got to be something here, right? So I wanted to start and try to figure out a way to build a deck around Clive, because Clive, it's a 6-drop, right? So keep that in mind, take this with a grain of salt. But it's a 6-mana 5/5. When Clive enters, you discard your hand, then draw cards equal to your devotion to red, which is a pretty powerful ability, right? If you have, say, like a Fire Crystal and something else in play, you discard it, or you cast it, discard your hand, draw 5, kind of pop off. And then for 6, you can exile Clive, return to the battlefield transformed, becomes a 9/9 that fights a creature, and then the next two chapters make a bunch of mana, and it goes back to Clive, and so on and so forth. So basically, like, at the top of your curve in a mono red deck that can generate a ton of mana and put stuff onto the battlefield to get more devotion for Clive, that was kind of the concept. And another card from Final Fantasy that I think is the real kicker here, and probably the reason to build a deck around something like this, is the Fire Crystal. Now, Clive is a big, flashy mythic that does a lot of stuff. Fire Crystal, on the other hand, this is sort of the glue that holds a deck like this together. So it's a 4-mana artifact, says all of your red spells cost 1 less to cast, and creatures you control have haste. Those two, like, combining those two sentences on a card, making your stuff cost cheaper and giving everything haste, that's pretty powerful. And then you can pay 6 to make a token that's a copy of a creature you control, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Importantly, you can do that at instant speed, and it says beginning of the next end step. So say, for example, if you're on your opponent's end step and you activate the Fire Crystal to, say, make a copy of, I don't know, Overlord of the Boilerbilges, that Overlord will not be sacrificed until your end step, because it's your opponent. You're making it on your opponent's end step, and you're already past the beginning. So you get to untap the Overlord, then use the Fire Crystal to, you guessed it, make another Overlord, and your opponent will very likely die that turn, because all of them have haste. So that is kind of the idea, and then just the natural curve of, even if you have nothing else, no other ramp, just turn 4 Fire Crystal, turn 5, your hardcasting Overlord costs 5 mana because it's discounted from Fire Crystal, and it has haste, which means you get to enter the battlefield, deal 4 to them, attack, deal 4 more to them, and then plus the 5. That's 13 damage just with the Overlord, because it having haste is a huge part of what makes something like this work, right? So that's kind of what we're building our engine around. Dragonhawk is another card that I've played a little bit in the past that happens to be very good with haste. So Fire Crystal giving Dragonhawk haste. You don't have a ton of 4-power creatures. It really is just Overlord, Clive, and yeah, that's really it. But even Dragonhawk by itself, just ETB, exile a card, attack, exile a card, that's 9 damage. 5 from the Dragonhawk and then 2 from the 2 cards that gets exiled. And then the rest of the deck is kind of, we have two of each red planeswalker, Chandra and Koth. I had 4 Koth initially, but I found myself just kind of flooding out a little bit, because this deck does have a very high amount of mana sources, between 24 lands and 6 mana rocks. So with 30 mana sources, you can tend to flood out. So I wanted Chandra to, like, help sort of dig through those excess mana sources. Got to make sure we have some early kill spells, so we're doing that with 4 Torch the Tower and 3 Abrade, because Abrade can kill Quarry Steel Cutter. Screaming Nemesis. Most decks that play this will look to attack. This is one of the few decks where very frequently you'll be playing Screaming Nemesis and passing the turn, because it also happens to be a very good blocker. and then 1 copy of Brotherhood's End, just kind of rounding out the removal suite. It can catch people off guard sometimes. You can get a cutter or 2 with it. If people are playing, if the prowess decks are playing like Astrologian's Planisphere, you can also hit that, which is kind of cool. 22 mountains, 2 Fountainports, very, very clean mana base, because I wanted to make sure I had enough, well, I'm not going to say I wanted to make sure I had enough mountains for Koth, because even if we played like 18 or 18 mountains, it's still enough, but you do have a lot of double red, so you don't want to play a ton of colorless lands. And then in the sideboard, again, mandated 4 Vacuum for Omniscience, 4 Magebane for Prowess, and then 4 Sunspine Lynx, for Domain, and then 1 Koth, 1 Scorching Shot, and 1 Brotherhood's End. So I'm not 100% sure how this video is going to go, but I can assure you that we're going to be casting some red cards, and we're going to have a good time doing it. Well, I will. Anyways, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Okay. I mean, I wish I had a 4-drop, but... yeah, the Chocobo Kick. You could play that card in the Delirium deck. Resentful Revelation. Reanimator deck incoming? Spells like Reanimator. Do they just not have a single kill spell? Opponent? I mean, that's a tough way to do it. That is a tough way to do it. I mean, if they were going to do that, why didn't they do it before combat, right? Oh, wait, I could have just killed them. I literally could have just killed them. I mean, I could probably kill them anyways, right? Okay. I didn't realize I could have just killed them there. What did they even show us? Abrade, Revelation, Cut Down, Mountain, and then Black Red lands? I mean, you got to imagine if they have this, they're doing some sort of Reanimator shenanigans, right? I'm on to you, opponent. I'm on to you. Has to be Reanimator. Something like this, I guess? Send it? Maybe they have some artifacts for Abrade? Okay. Clive secured. I repeat, Clive secured. Clive is here. Reanimator confirmed. Clive. Give me a crystal off the top. Oh. Well. I'm gonna level with you. That one's gonna be really hard to beat. The sideboard juke gets him every time. Gets him every time. They'll cascade into duress. I sure fucking hope so. Clive XDD. All right. We can have Clive XDD in the mix. Huge bitter reunion. Huge bitter reunion. Dude, imagine if they had random encounter. I should set that as a sub goal to play random encounter. No swamp for you. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Okay, beatable. All right, here's the plan. Like, it's not a very good plan, but plan is to try and one-shot them with Hawk. Although it's only 9 damage next turn. 12, even if they don't kill the Nemesis. Oh my god. I forgot they were going to get 2 triggers with Gruul Claw. I mean, this is winnable, right? This is winnable. Ah. Okay. You sure? You sure you didn't want to cast that? I am deceased. No, we didn't have enough mana to equip. Right? Yeah, it's 3. So this is 4. We need 7 mana. Equip might have done it. Alright. I'm gonna keep in my Abrades. Now that I understand you have the infamous Gruul Claw. Maybe the Scorching Shot too? No, that's too much. 3 is good. Alright, game 3. They're not gonna play a Gruul Claw, are they? Nah, no chance they have Gruul Claw. That one I have covered. I can assure you of that. That's not a good sign. That is definitely not a good sign. Don't like to see that. Shocker. That's good. At least I can block. Aha! Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise Joel incoming. You get a third one? Bro, come on! I can't beat the third one. What am I supposed to do? Okay. Defensive Hawk. Huge defensive Hawk. -2. You better not have a kill spell. Don't do it. Don't do it. You sure about that? Huge vacuum incoming? I mean, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Oh, man. The issue with Gruul Claw is, you know, people just... When you're on the draw, it's... They make a bunch of blockers. People are playing so many kill spells. Like... It seems like a card that should be good. And it reads powerful. For sure. It definitely reads like a very powerful card. Omniscience. I think we're 1-0. We played one match with this version. We changed versions. We cut the stupid We got the stupid, like the 1 damage stuff. That stuff wasn't very good. No. We cut the, what was it? Ojeraxanil, Defiler, that kind of stuff. Those cards have been removed. Okay. I mean, Crystal and Overlord is lethal, right? This would be 13. Yeah, I mean, I gotta go Crystal here. It's lethal if they have nothing. They probably don't have nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. High likelihood they don't have nothing. But if they do, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I mean, I could beat that. Hold! Hold! They have the bounce spell. Damn, so close. So they go to 3? I mean, it still could be winnable, right? I guess I could have played the Strikemaster for free, but I don't know if it would have mattered. Like, I could have a Strikemaster in play, but... Surely they found it by now, right? I mean, they had to have... Oh? Strikemaster Overlord? Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of ways to do it to make them have 2 bounce spells. I think we start here. Let me go here. They could have a counter spell, maybe? Counter target spell, its controller manifest dread. Technically still lethal, though, right? Because then we just kill the Fear of Imposters? Or I can just play this. Because all my shit has haste. Hold! Let's go! Sonatog, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Did not think I was going to win that game. That was crazy. Okay. I will give you the suck. The suck. I was not expecting Fear of Imposters. Send it. Send it. How are we not playing Cutter in red? Look at the curve of this deck, okay? I want you to do me a big favor. Open up the deck list in your second monitor. Take a look at the curve. Sort by mana curve. And tell me that Cutter would be good in this deck. I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh, I thought they just troll attacked. 5-head. Actually not a troll attack? Yo, any ghost vacuums? Do I have to play the Magebane Lizard this turn? I mean, yes, right? They have the thing. It may not even matter, though, but I guess I'll play it. I don't know if it matters. Because if they just have a bounce spell, I'm still dead. But we have to hope their hands all draw spells and they just can't find a bounce spell fast enough. -1. Any stock ups? Okay. Okay, that's -2. I know, they have a lot to find it, but good enough. Good enough. Okay, this one's gonna do it. I promise you this one's gonna do it. Yeah, they can just cast their whole deck. They don't need an actual win condition. The sand never loses, by the way. This hand is a 100% conversion. So, any spells? You got any spells for me, deck? I know you're there somewhere. I know you're out there somewhere. Dispersal. All right, give me a little Hawk Tua off the top. I'll take a Hawk Tua or an Overlord. I would also accept Clive. Those are all good draws here. Huge. I mean, that looks like 13 damage to me. We're just gonna take 13? Okay. All right. I mean, I'll take it. You know, it's not bad. Hasty Overlord is pretty good. Archive. That is kind of cool too. The fact that the tokens have haste with the fire crystal, like this is a good combo. So they can like dispersal, replay, go to 3, buy a turn, but okay. I mean that gets them some life, but I don't know if that's good enough, right? They have dispersal here, it looks like. Clone the Overlord. Oh, you're right. I could have just cloned it. Why didn't I do that? Yeah, I should have cloned it. I'm stupid. You're correct. I just forgot that I could do that. Yeah, that was bad. I should have cloned the Overlord. I think we'll still be okay. They go to 3 here. Because if I had cloned the Overlord, even if they had the bounce spell, they still would have died, right? Because I clone ETB. They go to... What were they at? They were at 11, right? No. Yeah, they were at 11. So clone ETB, they go to 7. Attack with both. Yeah. It would have been lethal. I think we're okay, though. +1 treasure. So that does buy them a turn. Yeah, they didn't have the mana to bounce pre-combat because they only had one mana, so they had to wait to bounce until combat. Koth deals damage to target creature within or mountains you control. So, well, that doesn't do enough, right? Because I can Koth kill the Beza, attack kill the Conqueror. They go to 2. Oh yeah, it stops Planeswalkers too. So yeah, still not enough. So we go to combat, attack, kill this. They have to chump block. Yeah. And then I guess I'm not even going to play Koth. I'm just going to hold up the Fire Crystal. Just we can go end step Fire Crystal, copy Overlord. That's fine. Dragonstorm. I think we got it. Easy win. All right, 2-0. This version does feel a little bit better. Why isn't it banned yet? Because I don't know, they're slow. It should be. This Pro Tour is going to be a disaster. I hope they realize that. Yeah, for some unknown reason, the ban list is not until a week after the Pro Tour. Just in case they have some way to kill Strikemaster. You never know. Summon Brynhildr. What did they hit off this? They got a land. Okay, that was the reason to play the Strikemaster first. I mean, I don't know if I want to kill this summon. I probably do, though. Yeah, let's just kill the summon. Maybe Hawk next turn. Seed of Cope. Well, that thing had haste anyways. Why did I kill the summon? That was pointless. Let's just double spill here. The old defensive Nemesis. They had a seed for a land? No, they had the forest in hand. We knew about the forest from turn 1. Block. Okay. It's moderately annoying. Let's cast this. I'm scared. Chad, I'm scared. I don't want to attack my Strikemaster. I'm scared. Overlord seems really good against them. Did they hit? Fear of missing out. How worried am I about this flipped Terra? I guess I'm somewhat worried about it. Probably more worried than I am about a FOMO. One, two, three, four. I have enough mana. One, two. I have 7, 3. No, I don't have enough mana. Gonna be a decline for me. Oh, well, I guess I should have Dragonhawked first. Yeah, keep that. All right. Yeah, Terra's a 4/2. Gruul, Delirium. They got the summon. They have Terra. I like both of these cards in the Delirium deck. We played a little bit of this for early access. I don't remember what our record was. I don't think we had a ton of success with it, but I think there's something there for sure. What are we cutting for Ghost Vacuum against them? I mean, I hate to do it, but I mean, just not a Clive matchup. Don't get mad at me, okay? I repeat, do not get mad at me. It's just, unfortunately, not a Clive matchup. I can fuck with this hand. Is it even good in the grindy matchups? Don't the grindy matchups just have 2-mana counterspells for your 6-drop? I mean, I guess counterspells are good against your whole deck, right? Because your whole deck is 4s and 5s and 6s. Yeah. All right. Maybe it's fine in like the black, Jeskai, blue, white type of matchups. Just not decks that are trying to kill you by turn 4. We have the curve. I repeat, we have the curve. Bro is shooting their scrap at me. Defense. Overprotect is good against Nemesis. Yeah, the scrap shooter is nice. Okay, little summon action. +1 card. They already played their land first, though. Summon's kind of cool. I like summon. Is it? Yeah, I guess they have less instants than creatures. You're probably right about that. Yeah, I'm like, do you even have good attacks? You have 1 good attack. Not even the scrap shooter? Dude, who would win? 1 Screaming Nemesis or 1 entire Gruul Delirium deck? Just like, this is why this card is so fucking stupid. It's just moat, man. Actually, just 3-mana moat. Yeah, I mean, you want to attack with that? I'll let you. We're chaining? I mean, this is nice. The blocks. I am at 14. Alright, kill this. Attack, kill this. It does give them Delirium, but... eh. Are we double blocking? Hell yeah. Alright. I traded their entire board for my 1 card. Oh, I keep forgetting that I can play the Strikemaster for free. You're right. Okay. Terra has haste. I repeat, double haste. Dude, you know what's unfortunate? The fact that the summons don't stack. No, it's just better to block here, right? Deal 2 here. So, like, it says your next creature spell, so if you have 2 of them, the first creature you play just triggers it twice. I wish it worked the other way, where you could get 2 things that have haste that turn. I don't know how they would word it like that, but... Sure. Okay. I mean, they are going to flip Terra. That, I guess, is kind of concerning. Okay, I'm a little scared about that. Can I race them? Maybe. I guess I die to Violent Urge now. Yeah, I do die to Violent Urge this way. They won't drop Violent Urge. Okay. Also dead to FOMO, right? Not dead to Wildfire. Not dead to Patchwork. Okay. Could take 7. Still dead to a Pump Spell. Not dead to that. Easy. I think they just block with the wrong one that turn. Sure, I guess. I mean, they both have haste anyways. Doesn't really matter, right? Alright. Alright. So what are we, 2-1 with this version? We did solve Clive. They said it couldn't be done? Dude, this hand's nice. I like this hand. Temple of Triumph. What are we doing with Temple over there? Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 Clives in the deck, so we're not going to draw them that often. But it is a little unfortunate we haven't drawn it yet. I think I boarded it out last game. Yeah, I'm going to try to play an RCQ tomorrow. I think is the plan. RCQ tomorrow, and then I'll play... We'll just do Standard all day on Sunday. I'll just have tomorrow be my 1 day off. We got a reader. We have a reader. Dude, this whole Overlord with haste thing is kind of nice. Yeah. So kill this. Honestly, I'm just going to kill their bat token. Maybe killing Sanguine was better, but then they have 2 bodies if I do that. I'm going to run back the same deck that I played last week. The Domain Zoo, but the scam version. So Domain Zoo with Null Drifter, Flage, Consign, and Doorkeeper Thrall. I was a big fan of that version. We have to go double Nemesis and Torch this turn? Good God. That's a hell of a turn. Holy shit. Isn't that just lethal? Yeah, this is lethal. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I could have killed them. Okay, I guess I can kill them anyways. I could have just killed them. Torch my Nemesis in response. Yeah. I mean, this is still lethal, so it's fine, but... I just did it the fancy way. Better lethal? Why? Because I get to sack my Irencrag? This deck is very rewarding, I'll say that. You don't get punished for your mistakes very often, I guess. Even though, I mean, I usually do. If you want to see some content with the Delirium, or not Delirium, the Scam Zoo deck, Zelexar, I played a challenge with it on stream last Friday. Check the VOD for that. I haven't been doing as much modern content because I'm so focused on standard right now. But sometimes when, like, you know, because there was downtime before Final Fantasy, I played a little bit of modern. But I think it was last Friday. Either last Friday, yeah, it was last Friday. Played the challenge. All right, what are they up to over there? Like Boros tokens? Give me a bro and I think that's it. It's like, poor Clive, man. Clive just always gets the short end of the stick. I think a lot of people would be very upset if we could play Flagian Standard. Myself included. Our opponent probably wouldn't be upset. Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to think of matchups where Clive would be good. Every deck is just so fucking fast, you know? It's really hard to find a matchup where Clive is good. Split up my one Nemesis. I maybe should have just played Chandra there, actually. I don't know. I want to haste the Hawk. I want to deal him 9. Sanguini Linguini. I mean, they can kind of pop off with the talent. No! Alright, fine. If you insist. It's kind of fucked up, though. That hurt the soul. It hurt me more than it hurt my soul. And now they're going to kill the Dragonhawk. Yeah. You thought it was Convoke? Yeah, Voice into Sanguine. I thought it was more aggressive than this, but looks like they're like probably Talent Elspeth kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of annoying because now they can double block Dragonhawk. They can actually no longer double block Dragonhawk. Yeah, War Leaders 2, maybe. It's going to be -4. Yeah, there's been a lot of blue-white control decks that have been playing Ultima. Ultima's good. Yeah, but split up doesn't count, right? I could beat a split up. Split up only kills one thing. Like, if they have split up, I don't really care. I care more about, like, Ultima, Sunfall, that kind of stuff. Yeah, we can go Crystal Chandra if we can find a land. And I guess just start sacking lands to Chandra, probably. Make a vehicle, too. What's the last time you saw this card? I kind of forgot what it did. For each player, choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control, not chosen this way. Okay. I should do this pre-combat in case I hit a torch. So I could torch the Evangelist. Okay, I didn't hit a torch. No more than one creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat. So I'm just going to deal 4 to the Wanderer. And they take 4 end step. You think they have a second Eternal Wanderer? That does trigger the talent. I'm gonna brave the waters and go play Paper Magic for the first time in over 2 years. Good luck, bluish green. But most importantly, have fun. That's the most important part. 3/3 lifelink secured. Okay. Okay, let him cook. Yeah, why not? If you insist. Word. Elspeth on 5. I guess attacking them is the same, right? Attacking them forces the chump block. There's no difference, but I actually think I would rather have the damage than the mana. Right? Pretty sure. Yeah. I just want the 4 damage. I could go land Crag, but then I get no damage out of the Dragonhawk. Just give me the 4 damage. I'll take a -4. Mm-hmm. They do draw 2. Right, yeah. Yeah, attacking face is technically better. I think they're chumping regardless. Like, they're not going to let the Elspeth die there. But yeah, attacking them would have forced the chump. I gave them the option, which I maybe shouldn't have. I kept 1 Clive. I mean, I thought they were more aggressive. I didn't realize they had talented a bunch of planeswalkers. Like, I mean, they didn't really show me a lot of cards game 1, so I didn't have a lot to, you know, I didn't have a lot to go off of. Muted, by the way? I'm not muted. I think you're muted. Chad, am I muted? Nema Sussy. We can Chandra to make a vehicle, which is probably good. I could read lips, you're muted. Stop! Alright, let me think. If we assume they have Helix, should we kill a lifelink token so they can't double block the Overlord? That doesn't play around Helix, though, Darkest Mage. I mean, I guess it means they can't gain life in the future, but it still doesn't play around Helix this turn. Attack with Dragonhawk. So they Helix me, go up to 6. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. This just beats Helix, right? Because they Helix me, go to 6, then they take 5 plus 4 is 9. Yeah, you're right. This just beats Helix. Yeah. Right. They Helix me, they go up to 6, they take 5, go to 1, and then die. They figured it out. I mean, it was pretty obvious they had Helix once they let me go to combat. They can't have anything else, right? On. Streamer. Starting town. Dude, a lot of Delirium today. Holy shit. Oh. Wait, that's not Delirium. I've been lied to? A little sus. How the fuck do I beat a Yuna? Maybe I just play towards turn 3 Fire Crystal. Try to race them. Like, hopefully find an Overlord. Let's do that. Wait, Koth is legal? No, it's actually, Koth is not legal. This is just a figment of your imagination. Well, you haven't played against Corey a single time today, which is kind of wild. All right, opponent, be cool about this, okay? Be cool about this. It's not what I meant. I mean, I drew the Overlord. It's not good enough, but I drew the Overlord. It's not even close to good enough. All right, vacuums in, and probably Lynx. All the cheap kill spells. I don't think I care that much about FOMO. Technically kills Yuna. I don't think we have time for Clive. Try this. But I can't kill the summon because it's indestructible. Okay, I can work with this. This is a hand. This is a hand. How many... yeah. How many times in the same turn can I cast the Brotherhood's End before it eventually kills the summon? At least a couple, right? Okay, don't kill this. Please? That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm ready for you this time. I am ready for you this time. We get a nice little discounted Scorching Shot. It's the same curve. Dude, there's no way, right? There's no way. I can't, there's, no, all right, stop. Before I talk myself into it, no, just stop. Before I talk myself into it, just stop. Yeah. All right, go. I thought about it for a second. I did think about it for a second, but... okay, that's fine. I mean, the Overlord's still going to cook him next turn. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we need a land here. It's kind of like a land. I'm still just gonna save the Scorching Shot, I think. Yeah, I want to save this for a Yuna. Yeah, that's why. Yuna targets, right? Need to instead return to one target enchantment. Alright, cool. What would you like to target? Okay, let's get this one here, and then the FOMO underneath this. Deals damage to target creature equal to the number of mountains you control. Not quite enough. But we can go Koth, uptick, shot Yuna. Alright, we should be fine this game. That's okay. That's okay. Huge Koth coming in. Sheltered by memes. Yeah, Koth down. It's a little annoying, because the Ward 2 means that if I play a 5-mana Overlord, I can't kill the fear of missing out. Maybe I just impend this turn to get back the Koth. We'll see what we draw. If I cast Overlord, attack them for 13, they go to 12. They can go back up to 15, and then I have what, 9 again next turn. Yeah, I think we just impend here. I think we just impend. This is definitely the safe play. Because we have the Koth going too. Should be good enough. And I mean, given that we still have the Vacuums in play and they have no cards, like, they don't have a lot of good top decks. Crack right hand Vacuum, discard Overlord, Yuna gets it back. Oh, I could have just sacked this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I guess I could have done that too. Fear, discard Overlord, Yuna get it back. Or I could have also just sacked this one, summon, kill the Shelter by Ghost. That was probably better, yeah. Because that leaves me with the most amount of material in play. And, like, pretty good follow-up for next turn. You know... This vacuum is gonna have to do a lot of heavy lifting this game. No, I can't keep this. Okay, well. Kind of wish I had the first hand back. It's the same thing every time. Like, you always have, like, the close, like, a really, really close 7, and you're agonizing over the 7 for the longest time. And then you're like, you finally decide, all right, I'm going to take a mulligan. We can do better on 6. And then your six just has no lands, you know? Same thing every time. Yeah, well. Good game. I mean, I hope these torches are good. I'm going to keep. Torch is good against most decks. They're definitely not playing Omniscience. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea if Torch is good against... I guess they're Reanimator, probably? Okay, that's something. No kill spell for Nemesis is good. Oh? Is it fish time? Time for a fish solo? Could be some kind of Yuna deck with Bitter Triumph, yeah. I think it's time for the Jewels to take over this game, folks. Resentful Revelation. Well, I sure hope they don't Parination that. Because, I will not be able to beat that. This will attack first. Just Abrade it. I don't think it's an artifact. Nemesis beats protection? No, you're thinking of Sunspine Lynx. This is just they can't gain life. I guess we could just deal 8 damage to it. We do have a Abrade Torch in hand. That would be a funny way to end this game. Okay. So they have Binding? Is that what this means? Yeah, okay. Yeah. We are definitely dead if they have Parination. Oh, that's lethal. Never mind, I lied. Never mind, they're dead. Easy win. Upstairs. All right, so some sort of nonsensical Reanimator deck. Yeah, it's got to be Parination, right? Parination, get this back. It's a good thing I won game one. This does beat it though, right? Damage can't be prevented. You have protection from each of your opponents. Yeah, so the the Lynx just beats it straight up. That's funny. That's good. Mm. Yeah, indestructible hexproof. Okay. Yeah, Lynx does deal approximately 10 million damage. Can you beat one single Ghost Vacuum? That doesn't beat a Ghost Vacuum. Should have given lifelink. Sounds like an EDH player to me. EDH players want their cards to do 10 million different things. We gotta cut a Fountainport. I only have two! How do I draw both of them, you know? I mean, you're not wrong, but there's only two in the deck. Apparently two is too much. I thought two would be fine. Beza. Any blocks? I definitely don't have 15 EDH decks. Sounds like something somebody with 15 EDH decks would say. Kind of sus. I can't stop. Dude, you better wait. You better watch out. If I draw the second mountain, you are fucking cooked. Second mountain about to go hard. Means they have 16? Oh, true. They're about to hardcast the protection thing. How much does that cost? It costs 8, right? Yes, we're gonna cut a Fountainport after this. Tutor. Yeah, I'm cutting a Fountainport. Don't worry. I will. 2 is too much, man. Dude, the Vacuum and the Nemesis gonna go really hard. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just go super high roll. Let's go Crystal first. Because then if they play the 8-drop this turn, right, then next turn I can go rip a land, Overlord, deal 5 on ETB, attack, deal 5. Okay, well now I can't do that. I mean, they're going to play the 8-drop. We know that's going to happen. Oh. Okay. Not quite an 8-drop. Equally as bad for me. And they're at 16. They have 7 lands right now. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of time is the problem. Maybe it has to be Hawk? Hawk put them to 14. They play an 8th land. Next turn, play this. They go to 6. Attack, they go to 2. Yeah, I think it's got to be Hawk this turn. Why no Pioneer metagame? Because I want to play Standard. Is that okay with you? Is that okay if I want to play a little bit of Standard? Also, the Standard Pro Tour is next week, you know? I think Standard is a little bit more interesting right now. Or it's, you know, more people want to watch Standard, I should say. Do, do, do. Or still Gutter Pro Tour. I didn't say that Standard was a more interesting format. I just said that people are more maybe interested in watching Standard due to the fact that the Pro Tour is next week. Oh, you're right. I should have exiled the Esper once I had priority. Right. I think I'm cooked though. Okay, I could take 6. Dude, this Nemesis is gonna... this Nemesis going in right now. And by Nemesis, I meant Sunspine Lynx. Okay, -7. I guess the question is, can I even survive if I attack? If I attack, double trigger, they take 5, go to 4, I block there, they have 14. I can't attack here, right? Yeah, I can't attack. Because I have to chump block both the Overlords and take 8. I'm dead to a kill spell. I'm gonna try. That's the plan, is chump block with Lynx and then put it under a vacuum. No! Alright, GG. Game 3. Also, by the way, confirmed our suspicions. Even though it was pretty obvious. I think that's a sentiment that a lot of people share. I feel like one of the biggest barriers to entry for the modern format is just the fact that it is not available on Arena. And so much of people's consumption in terms of just the way they play Magic and the way they consume Magic content is solely dedicated to Arena. Now, I'm not trying to tell you they're ever going to put it on Arena. I don't think that's ever going to be a possibility, but I think it would certainly get a lot more people interested in the format. If I had to guess, I would assume that we're probably, I don't know, if I had to like make a wild guess, we're probably like minimum 5 years out of it at the bare minimum, and it's probably a lot longer than that. I also don't think they're ever going to do it. I just don't know if that's something that they're interested in, you know? I guess I wasn't supposed to attack first, so I could have played a land. All right, attack for 9. 9. Yeah, 2085 left Legacy and Arena. And then by 10,040, we'll have Vintage on Arena. Discard to hand size. My Screaming Nemesis has Haste. Okay. Yep. It should tell you the record on the untapped overlay. I believe we're 4-1. But if you hover over, I think it's top right, wherever the untapped overlay is, I believe it tells you the record. If not, you can go to the untapped profile to check it. But I'm pretty sure we're 4-1. Esper Origins. So I don't have priority to exile this, right? That kind of sucks. Because they get priority again. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That happens. I mean, good news is they don't get, what you call it? The good news is they don't get creatures. Need a good draw here, though. That's not a good draw. If we can make a Nemesis... Do we just make a Nemesis and send with both? I think I'm pretty interested if they want to trade here, because that means I just dome them for 4 and they can't gain life. I didn't board out Clive in this game. I have both in the deck. I'm just going to send both, I think. Question, if you Fire Crystal to make a copy... If you Fire Crystal to make a copy of a vacuumed creature, do you get a 1/1 or do you get the original? Get a 1/1, right? Because the vacuum makes it a 1/1? It's the original? Okay, I wasn't sure. Got it, okay. Get the printed card. Yeah, I wasn't 100% positive. Copy end step. I think it's just... Oh, What if I copy in my own end step? Because that plays around them having a kill spell. I know it dies on their end step, but it plays around them having 1 kill spell. Right, because then they kill, I block there, take 14, they take 6. And that at least gives me an out to draw a card that deals 2 damage. I think that works. Yeah, I'm going to do it on my own end step. So this way, if they have 1 kill spell, they kill the original, I block an Overlord, take 14, they take 6. Okay, can I beat that? Probably not. Seems unlikely. The spell can't be countered. You have protection from each of your opponents. Okay. So I block both Overlords. Kill the Virtue, rip Overlord? Yeah, they're dead to my Overlord, right? If I do it this way. I think that's the only way out. Alright. Overlord! Alright, give me a red Overlord. Oh, can I do anything with vacuum? Hold on. Yeah, I mean, I can vacuum their guy and hope they can't kill it. I mean, I guess that's plan B, right? That's plan B. Well... the Chandra doesn't exactly do it. Can vacuum their guy and clone it if they target it. Well, we can't clone it this turn because the clone is 6. All right, plan B time. Plan B, hope you don't have a kill spell. It's better than nothing, right? Decline, I think? Yeah, decline. I don't think the equip matters. Because if they have a kill spell, we're dead, so it doesn't matter. It is legendary, yeah. They don't have a kill spell, right? Okay, that doesn't do anything, because we have the vacuum. Hold. Hold. No! Alright, dead. That would have been hilarious, though, if they couldn't kill their own virtue. God. Oh, man.